It's really important to stay hydrated. They say to drink 8 to 10 cups of water per day to stay properly hydrated, but sometimes that can be difficult to do and completely inconvenient, and most of us don't feel like carrying a gallon of water with us at all times. That's where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Use it first thing in the morning, before a workout, when you feel run down, after a long night out, or on long flights. Man, in Iowa, the summers can be brutal. 90 degrees and tons of humidity, and that just saps the energy and water right out of your system within just a few minutes. Luckily, Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. It's very important to replace those electrolytes, and I just love how quick and easy it is to use Liquid IV. You just get one packet and a bottle of water, and you just pour that packet into the bottle of water, shake the heck out of it, and bam, you are good to go. Since using Liquid IV, I've felt way more alert, active, and just plain better versus drinking water alone. My favorite flavors to go to are the Yuzu Pineapple Energy Multiplier and the Tropical Punch Hydration Multiplier. I can't get enough of those ones. And what makes them even better is, like I mentioned earlier, they're packed with 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. And again, 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. And they're non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy, which is just great. So you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code SUPERPODSAGA at checkout. That's 20% off anything when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code SUPERPODSAGA, SUPERPODSAGA at liquidiv.com. You have a great one, superstars.
Hello once again, superstars. His name is Aaron, and he has been upgraded to version 2.0.
And his name's Tommy. He was a beetle in his past life.
And you're listening to the Superpod Saga. That's right. The Superpod Saga is the podcast you're listening to. That's the show where every single week, Aaron and I, one of us brings a video game topic to the table, and then us and a guest talk about it. We talk about the topic.
That's right. We're an official spin-off of the of Roseanne, the old sitcom. We're Roseanne spin-off.
They already have a Roseanne spin-off. It's on the air right now.
We're the official one. They're the
I see
what
you're saying. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
And our guest today to talk about video games is Jared. Hi, Jared.
What's up?
Jared is a patron. He gives us money every month. And
he's a hot fella.
He's an attractive man. And he's also Aaron's partner on the YuGiBoiz podcast. Tell me about that podcast. Or that series, I guess.
Well, basically, Aaron and I. Aaron, shut up. You're not allowed to talk right now.
No, guest time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, Aaron and I get together every once in a while, and we'll try to talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, whether it be the anime, the cards, the archetypes, or just the dumb bullshit that we had to deal with when we were younger playing that game and the current meta and whatnot.
That's fun. I'm glad that he has you to talk to, because he tries talking to me about Yu-Gi-Oh, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
That's okay. Neither of us know what we're talking about, really.
That's even better. Yeah, and where can people find the YuGiBoiz podcast, Aaron?
I mean, they could go to our website, superpodsaga.com, or they could just go to patreon.com/superpodsaga or something like that, and they can listen to it there. You gotta be a patron, $4 a month, just like Jared. Be cool like Jared.
Yeah.
Cool and handsome.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have other stuff on the website too. If you want more Superpod Saga content, like articles that I'm going to write, stuff like that.
That's true.
And yeah, let's start talking about video games, right? Because that's why we're here. That's why we've all gathered.
That's right. We're not a Roseanne fan podcast. We're a even though we're an official spinoff, we're a video game podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll save that for later.
Exactly. That's the post episode discussion. Is Roseanne. Today we're going to talk about video games with the best replayability, which can be either playing the same game over again, or if a game has a really good new game plus mode that lets you play it again in a different way. it's all on the table, except for playing a game once. Do you guys have anything specific that like makes you come back to a game over and over again, like in general?
You can go first, Jared.
The story is always positive, plus the gameplay. It has really good gameplay. Even if the story's crap, I'll replay it.
That's interesting. Aaron?
A good a good new game plus always gets me, especially if it ties into like if it ties into the like the story, or if it ties into like some other part of the gameplay. That's always cool too. Like I can't. Oh no, I don't want to talk about my picks yet.
No,
No,
not yet.
I'll
Not
save
yet.
that.
Hold on.
Nope,
Hold on.
nope. Zip, zip.
This will be interesting because I don't replay games very often. I barely beat games once. So for games to make me want to play it over and over again, it has to be something special. And so I'm excited to talk about those.
And before we do that, we've got a kind of a new segment. I don't know what we're gonna call it. I think we're gonna call it Discord in the Discord.
That sounds good.
Okay. Well, yeah. I basically asked some of our Discord homies. I asked, what are some of your favorite games with loads of replayability? So first up, we have Chris Topher, or he's in our newest episode about weird games. He says Hades next.
What?
And then so if you go to Discord, it'll be
Uh-huh.
in Superpod Saga discussions.
Yeah. Superpod Saga discussions. You can join in on the discussions.
That's right, but there's more. Bachwheel or Jody, he was in our episode about favorites video game soundtracks. He says Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, so many mythic paths and classes to try. Do you want to read one, Tommy?
Is this why when everyone was talking about Disco Elysium?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Disco Elysium was one that people picked. Rick Firestone said two that stand out to me are Disco Elysium and Fire Emblem Three Houses. Those are two that I've played recently that can easily get at least 4 distinct playthroughs.
Hell yeah! And then Dave Jackson from Tales from the Backlog. He says I don't replay games except for short games like Shovel Knight, or my absolute favorites like Bloodborne. Well, damn, Dave. Okay, cool. Good for you. And Chan, he's cool. I know him by Chandler. The Mass Effect trilogy and Chrono Trigger.
Yeah,
But I'll feel like an absolute ass if I don't mention one of my all-time favorites, Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. Talk about some brutal choices that affect everything.
Oh, I didn't know there was a game that was called Let Us Cling Together or had the subtitle.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's good. And
I think that's all of them, unless I'm missing.
that is it.
That's it. But we've got better picks. I'm just kidding.
That's right. Again, join our Discord.
Join
Talk
our
to us about video
Discord.
games. Yeah, please.
So I
Okay,
guess.
games.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry, I said okay games, but
Games.
what were you gonna say?
I'll get us started. I'll get us started on the right foot, and then it can like get worse from there. I think.
Hop off to the left foot.
Yeah. Hop off to the
Okay.
left foot. I want to talk about Slay the Spire.
Oh, damn it!
I know, right? Slay the Spire is the deck building roguelike. Like I don't know if every time I try playing a different one, it just doesn't give me the same feelings as Slay the Spire, because Slay the Spire is just like endlessly replayable for me. It tickles all the spots in my brain that it loves. There's the 4 distinct classes that you pick at the beginning, and they each play so drastically differently.
Mhm.
Your cards and your decks and your abilities are all so insanely different. And once you like do a few runs and get it figured out, you can it makes it easier to like almost plan your runs or like adjust to the runs. And
Oh yeah.
that's the best feeling, is getting something that you weren't expecting and being like, I can make this work. I can work with this, and completely changing everything and somehow making it happen. And you lose the vast majority of the time, but the times when you do win just feel so incredible that you're just like, I can't believe that I did this, and you just chase that feeling over and over again.
That, and I like that each class has, I think, like 2 or 3 different play styles. Because like the
Yeah, that too.
what is the silent, or
Mhm.
whatever they're called, the assassin. You can either have one that focuses on like shivs dealing fucking 12 damage a piece, or you can focus on poison damage,
double that
or
poison, triple that poison.
dude, oh my god, or the I really like the artifact, having
Yep.
like all those different orbs, like the thunder orbs, just crashing down on enemies, and having like 16 orb slots and just crashing
Yeah.
some thunder at the end of your turn. And
Yeah.
and then you unlock new cards and new relics and all sorts of cool shit. I love that too. I always love that.
Yeah. Have you played Slay the Spire, Jared?
I actually have not, but I
Nice.
watched Aaron play it.
Nice.
I've told you a zillion times to get this game, but you're always like, maybe.
Maybe. um,
That's usually my answer when you tell me to buy a game.
right. The the other thing I love about Slay the Spire is the new game plus, which I don't know if Aaron has even unlocked, or like the hard mode.
No,
Um,
no, I still need to beat it with the silent, I think.
once you beat the game with every character, it unlocks an optional hard mode, and the way they implement it is so cool. So each run is like 3 levels essentially. You start from the bottom and go to the top, and then you have a boss fight at each level. But the optional hard mode, which unlocks the true ending, it adds some optional modifiers to the game that you can totally avoid and just do a normal playthrough. Like, it's not like you say before the run, I want this to be the hard one. You just decide if you want to do it on your normal run. um there'll
That's
be
cool.
yeah there's mini bosses on each floor, and at some point in your run you have to pick one of them that will be more difficult. It'll have an extra added effect, and it can be anything from it regenerating health or stuff like that. At the same time, there's fireplaces that or fire stops. Fire, what are they called?
Like a firewall? Or
No,
no,
the
the
campfire. Campfire.
campfire. There we go.
There's campfires that heal you or upgrade cards or whatever. And again, at one point during your run, you have to go to one of those and say, I don't want either of those. I just want to pass this campfire, which is brutal because those are super helpful. Um, but it's all, like I said, it's cool that you don't just select at the beginning, I want to do the hard mode run. You can actually kind of decide, I want to just do a normal run and avoid those things. It's such a cool implementation.
Hell yeah. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah. I
I,
like I also like that it's one of the I feel like one of the few where it's just a card game and like there's no extra
yeah,
bullshit cuz
yeah.
like there's Monster Train where it's like part tower defense, there's
Is it really? I didn't know that.
yeah, Wild Frost where it's like part strategy game kind of. It's just a card game. You just
It's
play cards and do damage and it's cool.
pure cards. Check it out. Check out Slay
Pure
the Spire.
cards.
And then never play
Yes.
another card game again because,
It'll consume your life.
yeah.
Well, my first one was Chrono Cross. Definitely
Oh,
not a yeah. Um, the whole Chrono series has a really they do New Game Plus in like a really cool way. So like, I'm talking about gonna do Chrono Cross only though because Trigger's cool, but Chrono Cross does it a lot better. So Cross, you have like 30 recruitable party members, but you can't get all of them on one playthrough because of certain choices you'll make through the story. Like if you choose to have Kid join your party or not, that'll affect it, or how you get into like Viper Manor, that'll affect it, stuff like that. But basically, you'll get everybody, or I guess you can try to get everybody you can in one playthrough, and like the next playthrough they also give you the ability to switch out the main character's Surge for a different party member in combat, which is awesome because like your first playthrough, you'll have plenty of Surge. God damn it! Um,
it's like the
got a bunch
90s all over again.
basically, yeah. And then
I love
what was it? And
Surge.
then the drink or the character.
Both.
I like the
Yeah,
drink.
the drink is good. But yeah, your preceding playthroughs give you lots of chances to experiment with the different characters because like the different characters in the game will be they'll have innate colors or elements basically. So like the Surge is he's white, so basically you don't want to have another white character in the party. Not for like racist reasons, but the
Say,
element
is
I'm
that
talking
racist?
about. No, no, you don't want to have another color that's white element. I should have said in your party because if you come up against maybe like a whole team of like white element characters or like a white element boss, you're gonna be kind of screwed because they'll do half damage to it. But basically, your next playthroughs give you plenty of time to experiment with like new characters in your party, and also they do this really awesome thing where at any time you could just skip to the last boss. Like you could skip like the rest of the game, go right to the last boss, and just finish your fucking playthrough and move on to the next one, which I feel like is awesome. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
for sure.
doesn't waste your time. You can just go right to it. And the game also lets you carry over all of your characters from your previous playthroughs into your current one. So you could just run through a playthrough, grab some characters you missed, slap the last boss in the balls, beat the game, go to your next playthrough, and then yeah, it's great. Chrono Cross, love it. It's great.
Is it just experimenting with different stuff, or is it getting eternally stronger that you keep replaying it for?
Oh, my bad. You just keep recruiting
Oh,
all
it's
the
to
different
collect them all.
other characters. Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
And, I guess, and there are different endings too, because like,
Hmm.
well, no, I can't say that without spoiling anything. There are different endings as well too.
That's neat.
What neat things do you have, Jared?
Yeah, tell us about the neat stuff.
The game that I chose, I guess technically for the new game plus part, would be with The Witcher 3. I haven't,
Ooh.
I haven't played a lot of games that include like bonus material or information when you play like new game plus, but this one basically you can beat the game and have all the equipment, money, materials that you had that you gathered through the 100+ hours that you played through and bring it into the next game. And you can change the difficulty to the max level so you can make it easier. um, I don't know. I've probably played The Witcher 3 from start to finish, including all the DLC 8 times minimum.
Oh my god.
Oof.
I love the game. I don't know what it is. It's such a fantastic game. Open world, beautiful landscaping, great story, great combat mechanics. I love the fact that there's 2 different types of weapons that you have to use: steel swords for human enemies and silver swords
yeah.
for monsters and whatnot. Plus all the mechanics that you can choose from using like bombs, your axes, or not your axes, not your signs, one of them being axie. And then you can also modify a skill tree with there, so you can kind of have a customizable character in a sense and a customized gameplay every time that you do play.
The
That's awesome.
Yeah, that game has eternally been on my go back to list because I played it for quite a while and I loved the the variety of combat that you talked about. It's not just a guy with a sword running around and swinging with combos. He's got so much versatility in how you go about basically everything.
And all the different oils that you can oil up your sword
Yeah,
with, like it's like a massage boy or something. That's cool.
It's
having
definitely a
to
good
actually
massage parlor.
having to actually prep for enemies by making
Oh
sure you
yeah,
got the
yeah,
right
yeah.
stuff. I love that.
That's cool too. Really Monster Hunter-y, but yeah.
I love it.
Tommy?
Yeah. Speaking of very big games, I'm gonna talk about Mass Effect, but specifically the first one because that's the only one I've replayed multiple times.
Oh yeah, because you've never played 3,
I've
right?
never
You
played
skipped right to
3.
Andromeda.
Yeah, technically I skipped to Andromeda. That was the first one that came out after I had experienced. Like I never played them on release. But the first Mass Effect is surprisingly quick to get through. Like if you just mainline the story, it wouldn't take you too long at all. So it makes it easier to do multiple playthroughs and experience all the different choices. And the choices in the first one, I think, even though you don't see the full trilogy or the outcome of stuff, they still feel impactful. And so it's fun to go back and change those and see how people react to them and stuff. And it's kind of like I just love the what how do I want to say it? How impactful in the culture of gaming that game is. Because even just last week in our Discord, there was a discussion about did you save Caden or Ashley? That's something that is like, I don't know, almost like a thing that you need to ask someone who plays games. It's the litmus test of what kind of person you are.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is. And whether or not you let that Rex dude live, I
Yeah.
think was that his name? I
Yep.
don't know.
Rex. The first time I played, I killed him.
Yeah, 'cause doesn't he goes crazy or something? Like he
Yeah,
gets some
yeah. He's
sickness or
Well, no,
something?
he just goes crazy because they find the people that caused the genophage on his people, and he's like, "We gotta kill them, man!" And you're like, "Whoa, whoa, they're on our side here. We need them." And he's like, "No, let's kill them!" And so you have to figure out what to do. And I was like, "No, I'm gonna kill you."
Oh boy. Did you yeah, you played Mass Effect, didn't you, Jared?
I did not. I have not played any of them except for Andromeda.
So would you save Caden or
Wild.
Ashley?
I don't know.
Pick
I don't
now.
know who. Ashley, I guess.
Oh
Oh,
no, oh
god
man,
damn it. That's
oof,
the end of the episode, everybody.
yikes. Just kidding.
I don't know what was wrong with that, but all right.
Ashley sucks.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, she sucks at first. Apparently, she develops into a good person, but your first intro to her is space racist, where she's like, "What's with all these aliens here? I just hate them."
Okay, so Ashley was the right choice.
Holy shit.
No, I can
Ah.
I can tell this because it tickles Aaron. You can romance people in Mass Effect, and I I decided in this playthrough I was going to romance Tally, which you can't do until the second game. So I was like, okay, I just won't romance anyone the first game, I guess. And I accidentally romanced Ashley, and I was like, I don't know what to do about this because I didn't want to romance you. So when it came to the choice, like, do you want to save Kate or let Caden die or let Ashley die? I was like, oh, perfect. I'll let Ashley die. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh my god, that's I
It
don't
works
remember
out
what
for
episode.
everyone.
I don't remember what episode this was in, but that's like the most It's Always Sunny fucking sitcom shit ever. Like, oh, I don't want to break it off. No, that's scary. I'll just fucking kill her.
And then in Mass Effect, in Mass Effect 2, people are like, "I'm so sorry that you lost Ashley," and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm okay. It's fine.
You're just like looking
I'm
like
ready to move
side
on."
to side, like, oh yeah, oh boo hoo, fuck
Shoot.
man. Oh my god. Speaking of space races or whatever, the next one I had is Hades.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
Hades! How did I forget about Hades?
the best space game.
Yeah.
Not about space though. Yeah, man, Hades is just it's cool as hell. It's just got like the coolest art style. It's got the coolest music. It's got like it's just an isometric dungeon crawler. What's cool is that you can basically customize each run. Like you can pick different. Before you even do that, you can upgrade your different skills. Like you can have multiple. Like there's different versions of each skill. Like there's like the Stygian version and like the other version. I forget what the other one is called. It's like purple or green, but like you can either have multiple dashes or just like one dash that gives you a speed boost or something. I forget. Or it's like, hey, do you want to have multiple revives in one run, or do you want to just have like one revive per room in a run or something like that? And then there's different weapons you can equip that all have different aspects as well too. So like you can choose between like the sword, bow, this like machine gun, this lance, but then like each weapon also has multiple different play styles because like the what is it the sword usually just has like increased crit rate when you attack from behind, but there's different aspects for like there's like the aspect of King Arthur where if you do your special it makes this like circle that gives you increased damage or increased health or armor, whatever the fuck. And then there's just so much customization at the beginning of a run. You can pick different trinkets that also give you even more shit. And then there's once you beat the game and you do all the other shit, you can turn on what's called heat, where like it adds different modifiers to make the game a little bit harder, but gives you more rewards. So you can make it so there's a time limit to how like your timer counting down as you go through your run. So if it counts all the way down, your run is over basically.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
increased prices in shops, all sorts of other cool stuff. But yeah, then there's all the different boons that you get from different gods. You can mix and match some and just have like the most overpowered fucking ridiculous run ever possible in the game. My favorite weapon is the twin fists of Malphon with the aspect of Gilgamesh for anybody who gives a fuck. But Hades, Hades just rules. It's such a good game. I've put like 150 hours into it. I love it. It's great.
And Aaron, the first
Yes.
time you beat the boss or mini boss of a stage, the next time you go there, it's of one of 3 different varieties.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Because it's like yeah the little the Fury sisters or whatever, and they
Mhm.
they they fight differently. And when you first fight like the Bone Hydra, it's just Bone Hydra, but then he
Yep.
like Zagreus is just like, oh, I'm just gonna call you Lerny from now on. So he's like Lerny forever. And that's cool.
Right when I got comfortable and confident enough to I beat the thing and I was like, cool, I can do that every time. And then it's like, nope, we're gonna switch it up and make it different for you. Suck on that.
Dude, but it's so
Oh
satisfying
yeah,
once you
yeah.
do learn like the attack patterns for each boss. Because
Mhm.
like even Hades, like at the end, I was like, dude, there's no way to beat this fucking guy. It's ridiculous. And then you find out he's just a little bitch, and then it's super easy. It's good.
It's good.
See, I'm gonna be weird here. I've never played Hades either.
That's another one where I've told you to buy it and play.
They're
it, but you
making a
haven't.
sequel. They're making a second one.
Yeah, I even played it in front of you in your hotel room that one time. Remember?
Yep, I do remember.
Were you just pointing at the screen saying, "Look, fun, look"?
I think we were just chilling out and eating pizza.
Yes.
And,
Yep.
and he was playing it while we were eating pizza.
Actually, I just want Jared to play this game so we can talk about it, but he's just like, maybe I'll get it.
You just slowly slide the controller into his hands.
Just take his pizza out of his hands.
Yeah.
And like, here you go, bud.
Here you go. You got it. Training wheels are
Fun. Mm.
Go. Speaking of Greece, Jared, what's your next one?
As far as Greece goes, we're gonna go with Binding of Isaac.
Oh, greasy.
Hey.
It is definitely one of the greasiest of the greasy. It turns you into a sweat monster once you get further into it, but this was actually a game that I hated when I first started playing it because
Ooh.
I sucked at it. I actually played a couple of levels and I failed miserably, and I was like, all right, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. And then I watched a couple other people play it. I'm like, this seems really fun, but I'm bad at it. And then I watched somebody who was just awful at this game play it and do well. I'm like, all right, if he can do it, I can do it.
Amazing.
It is definitely a crazy one. They've come out with a lot of DLC for it. I think there's 3 total DLCs now. They just keep adding more and more and more insane items, bosses, activities, levels to it. It's crazy, kind of like Hades, where you can kind of pick your weapon in a sense. You don't pick your weapon because your weapon is your tiers,
Oh, sure.
but you can modify your weapon by having like double shot, triple shot, quadruple shot. Some of those even stack, so you can get like a triple shot and a double shot, so it's now 5 shots. You can make your tiers bigger, which does more damage. The enemies are just insane looking weird monster creatures. A lot of them are poop.
Ha!
A lot of them are like flies and whatnot, but there's some crazy bosses that are just ugly little monsters. Like it's Monstro. He's just a weird blob with a face.
That's a good name.
You get to fight your mom.
Oh.
And the first time you fight her, it's just her foot. Or yeah, it's just her foot technically. Because you're in a basement, so you're hiding from your mom and she's stomping down, smushing you. And you fight her later as her heart. You can fight Satan. You can fight, Mega Satan. So there's regular Satan, which he has 3 different forms, and there's Mega Satan, who used to be the ultimate boss, but now he's kind of a joke compared to the newest one that came out. Can't even remember his name anymore. It's been so long since I played that level, but he's ridiculous.
So I've never played this game. It's my turn to have a game that I've never played. How does the exploration work from place to place? Is it like randomly generated areas, or is it set like kind of like Hades with just mixed and matched?
It's actually there's no 2 runs that are ever the same. You can create the same stuff if you want via like I think they're called Easter eggs if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've used that, but it's basically like a little cheat code, and you can duplicate the same dungeon you played before or one that you've seen. But every floor is randomly generated, so it could be a really quick, I got to the boss after like 3 rooms, or it could be like I explored this entire floor of 20 rooms before I got to the boss.
And I'm sure it's got that where like you have to decide if you want to keep going while risking finding something bad, but needing to find better stuff.
It has a lot of that aspect. So there's times where it's like, I only have like 2 health left, so if I take 2 more hits, I'm dead. But there's like 4 other rooms that I need to explore to find the item room, but I don't know if I'll make it, and the boss room's right here, so you have that little decision of, do I press on to hopefully get that item, or do I press on to the boss and just move on?
Yep, that's the best. Man, roguelikes are they're good games, man.
They're crazy. I love roguelites. I know Aaron said that we tried to get me to play Hades, and it's something I've actually had interest in. I just never played it, but roguelikes are just insane because there's, like I said, almost never 2 floors the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Nothing is almost ever the same from run to run.
It just creates such good stories about like I see how people go, and it's just about nothing but getting the very best time you can. And they have they make you chase that carrot in such interesting ways. Like they don't just have an overall leaderboard, they have a world leaderboard, they have a United States leaderboard, and then it even goes down to just your state, so you can try and be the fastest guy in your state. And um, you can pick individual ghosts from other people in your state to race against, so you can see what lines they're taking. And it's super quick to reset. Like the races can be from like 10 seconds to a minute and a half. They're super short and quick. You just hit a button and you can reset right from the beginning, and it's instant. There's no loading. You just hit B and it starts you from the beginning. Or there are checkpoints throughout the race, and you can hit Y and it goes back to the last checkpoint if you just want to practice your sections over and over again. And you just when you get into it, you turn into a madman. You turn into a complete psychopath where the game is super duper fast. Like there's turbo pads, there's rocket boosters, there's things that turn the gravity high so you can stick to ceilings. And I'll send a link to just to show you what the tracks are looking like in the chat, so you can take a look. But it's not just like normal cars. But the cool thing also is everyone has the same exact car. There's no special abilities, there's no upgrades. Everyone just has the same car. So technically, every time that you see on the leaderboard is totally achievable by you. You just have to learn the skill and learn the courses enough and actually drive right to be able to be that fast. And that chasing that carrot of just getting a better time and seeing Jimmy 420 with a time that's half a second better than yours in Nebraska, and you're like, I can't let him beat me. I've got to beat Jimmy 420. And you can even put his ghost on and see where he goes and chase him in real time. It's like they took the fun of racing and distilled it into the smallest package and made it as addictive as possible.
Well, I don't like racing games. That does actually sound like a pretty interesting concept because once I find out who's in my state and I beat him, I'm talking
Yeah,
smack.
exactly.
Like, meet me.
I when the game first came out, I was on the subreddit and I just posted a thing, and someone was like, "Oh hey, you're whatever my username was from Nebraska. I've got a couple times faster than you." And I was like, "You son of a bitch! How fucking dare you,
That's it. I'm coming to where you're at. And
man?"
I'm going to delete your game.
The
Yeah, so Trackmania, cars.
cars, but they're not customizable cars unless you pay money. Um,
Ugh.
If you
like
ain't first, you're last.
skins, I mean skins. You can't actually, every car is exactly the same. There's no upgrades or boosts or anything. um, but that first season when the game came out, I played so much that I finished, I think it was 527th in America. When it combines all your
Ooh,
times from that season to, and you got to be like the fastest. You got to go fast.
gotta go fast. That's
It
right.
just came out on consoles. I downloaded it last night, and I just beat Tears of the Kingdom this morning. So all I'm going to do is play Trackmania for the rest of time.
Is it is it on Xbox or is it only on like
Yes.
Switch or something? Okay, sweet.
No. No.
I'm gonna
It's on
try it.
Xbox.
Speaking of gotta go fast, let's talk about Dicey Dungeons. I love Dicey Dungeons.
Oh, I love Dicey Dungeons. What a lovely little game.
Yeah, it's another roguelike. Yay! I promise this is my last one. No more roguelikes. But um, yeah, Dicey Dungeons. It's so there's like what 6 different characters you can play as. Each one plays a little bit differently, and I guess they each all have different cards that are available to them as well. But yeah, then once you beat each character's first chapter, you unlock like different, I guess, preceding chapters for them, and there's different little modifiers for it. Like the warrior will be like, oh, you what is it? Every time you level up, you lose max health. You start off with like max, I guess max health, but every time you level up, you lose health or something like that. It's stupid, and then it's just crazy. And then sometimes the enemies are fucking ridiculous, and sometimes you just get shit equipment and you can't really make anything work. And it's like, well, guess I'll just die, and then you start a new run over. And Dicey Dungeons is good. It's good, and the music
It's so
rules,
good.
art
It's so
style
charming.
rules. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. I need to play more of that.
yeah, you do. It's on mobile too. It plays
Oh,
just
that's right.
perfectly on mobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared,
Jared?
Jared.
The next game that I wrote down was the original Fable. Well, I guess I shouldn't say the original, but the original Fable.
Mm.
Ooh.
Not the Xbox version, the PC version. I mean, they're both good, but the PC version had like DLC added to it,
Really?
and it was really fun. I can't tell you how many times I actually played the original Fable on the PC. It's probably like 40 times minimum.
Holy shit.
I played it on the Xbox. I even rebought it when they came out with the anniversary edition. I probably replayed that like 3 or 4 times there too. Like I said, I can't count how many times I played it, but that was one game that I played so much that it got to the point where I was beating the entire game in like 3 hours.
Holy cow!
God.
You're a pro.
I was. The I don't know. The second and the third one kind of fell off in that sense of like evil decisions. I loved in the first game where if you made an evil decision, it did actually affect how the people reacted and how you looked, and it could change a little bit in the story, like nothing like major, but just the whole aspect of the story, the combat was fun. The being a thief was always fun. I loved to
Yep.
break into people's houses and steal their shit.
Stealing their
Um,
cheese.
I would always go into like it. Technically, it's like the first major town that you go to when you first start out, and I would always run, like make a beeline right there, and just keep refreshing the shop and steal like the high level armor. So I was super OP like right away.
Nice.
That is odd. I liked that evil and good guy routes actually really changed things. Like for the evil route, couldn't you just kill everybody in the heroes guild and then like there'd just be like fucking nobody there
Yep,
all the time?
you just
Yeah.
kill people, and they never came back.
That's so cool.
So you could soft lock the game.
Amazing.
Just like with Morrowind, you could also do that and like doom the story, and like the
Yep.
game would just be like, dog, why? Like you're gonna need to reload a save, dog.
I've never played Fable. It's on my list of games to play and has been forever.
Thomas,
I
come
have
on.
I have a friend who got an Xbox Series S about a month ago. The only game he's played on it is Fable. It's his Fable machine.
Nice.
That's worth the purchase. I feel like.
Yeah.
I would spend $300 just to play one game, and
Dude,
that one game is Fable.
So that's got to be like one of the best exclusives on the original Xbox is Fable. It's like it was so different and weird and cool.
Yeah.
I think it was just way ahead of its time too.
Way ahead of its time.
The fact that they had a game where actual decisions that you made did affect things was like unheard of back then.
Oh yeah. I'm
Tom-
really curious to see how the
Oh.
new one's going to be.
I can't wait for it. I'm super excited.
Yeah, speaking of combining Trackmania with Fable, it's the Forza Horizon devs making it.
Oh wait, no, you're talking about who's making like the new Fable?
Yeah,
Is
the
that
new
what you mean?
Fable. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
I really hope it's good because like Fable 3 was kind of and like Fable Legends was so yeah.
Yeah.
Please God.
It'd be tough
You're
to
being
be
too
worse than
kind with
those.
Fable Legends, Aaron.
I mean, it was really all right. Like it
What
wasn't.
audio sound would you give it?
I would give it a
No, you already
eh.
gave it an eh. Yeah, you gave it
Yeah.
an eh.
Yeah,
What
I
would
would.
yours? Oh,
there
that's
we
a
go,
good
yeah.
one. That's a good one. How is your guys' list? I'm halfway through mine, so do we need to do an ad break?
Yeah, I'm halfway through as well. What about you, Jared?
I mean, I'm technically under halfway because I got 7 of them, but
Okay.
yeah.
That's perfect.
Sounds like an ad break.
Okay, we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you today by our superstar patrons, a novel console, Jared and Jameson. Your generosity clearly knows no limits, and we can't thank you enough. Tommy and I will pray to your names every morning, noon, and night. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, superstars. Are you a coffee addict looking for your next big caffeine fix? Or are you just tired of all the normal boring coffee options out there now? Well, you need to check out Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee has lots of different varieties of coffee flavors. They've got things like red velvet, cookies and cream, s'mores. They've got one that's called Jamaican Me Crazy that's really good. It's like caramel vanilla rum kind of thing. But they also have just your usual, salted caramel and French vanilla and all that stuff. They even have decaf and what's called high voltage, which is just extra strength, and they've also got espresso. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. Plus, if you use coupon code SuperPodSaga at checkout, you'll get 20% off of your order. And again, that's SuperPodSaga at checkout to get 20% off. You can also follow the link in our episode description. And yeah, why not? Use that one-time coupon code. Like I said, 20% off. It's great. Head over to bonescoffee.com. Get yourself some coffee, some cool gear like mugs or French press kits, stuff like that. Check it out. Okay, bye.
Have you guys ever been at a place, a public place, or maybe your workplace or school or something, or maybe with your family or with your friends, or maybe just hanging out with your pets at home, and you say a funny joke and no one laughs?
All the time. I'm extremely funny, so.
Well, guess what? I've got the solution for you guys. It is the bring around with you in-home studio audience. It's a group of people. This isn't just an audio recording. It's an actual group of people that follow you around and will laugh at your jokes.
You sound like a gang following you around.
It's an entourage.
Yeah. And some people's humor is like different than others, so the audience might not get it right away. So if you pay a little bit extra, you can get a little button that you hit, and then it pops up a big light that says laugh, and so they know just when to laugh.
Do they just have that like on the end of a piece of string tied to a stick, and like it just lights up, and they're like, oh, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Exactly.
Now, is this like a monthly subscription, or is it a one-time payment?
One-time purchase, and these people will follow you around for the rest of your life.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, I need
Is
this.
it the rest of my life or their life?
The rest
'Cause
of
what if,
your life.
What if they die before me?
If
Do they
any
just
of them,
follow?
Yeah, if any of them die, the new one rises up in their place from the ashes like a phoenix.
Oh my, like a fucking necromancer. Like if a skeleton dies, a new one
Yeah.
just pops out.
Yeah,
Holy
the
shit.
skeleton forms first, then the flesh around them, then the skin and clothes.
That would be a
Jesus
great
Christ.
experience. I think I would just kill one of them to find out how that happens.
Do you need to feed them at regular intervals? Like
No, they'll figure it out on their own.
they just have like cheeseburgers in their pockets. Do they ever need time off to go like be with their family? So like grieving time
No,
or
they
anything like that?
families and bring them with them.
Oh shit! Okay, so you buy one, you get their whole family to come with, and they laugh at your
Yes.
jokes too. Cool.
Dang.
Okay.
Talk about a twofer.
God
So
damn, that's a deal.
all just to laugh at your jokes in public.
What if your jokes just are not good? Like they're really bad jokes. Like, are they required to laugh?
Yes, that's all they know.
So if you
24
just say-
hours
What
a day
happens if they don't laugh, though?
Then you've got a defective one, and you need to call the company, and they will send a SWAT team in to take them back.
Oh my god, they call in like ICE or something like that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Oh my god!
Exactly. There is no way this can possibly go wrong. All of your jokes will be laughed at.
Could you imagine like you just go fart and then like all of them laugh except for one, and then like all immediately a chopper comes in and like just shit's scattering all over the place. There's like people getting smacked by the helicopter blades, but like this one dude just like rappels down, swoops up this one that wasn't laughing, and like drops another one in their place, and just they fly away and crash or something.
Up until your deathbed, when you're lying there about to take your last breath, and you're like, I guess it's me that's going to be left breathless. And then you slowly press the button with your thumb, and then they all laugh hysterically.
I fucking awake. There's one dude in the pack that just doesn't know when to hold back. Like he's always full force. He's like he's like slapping his knee. Like, oh my god.
His laugh goes on longer than the others.
Oh my god. Oh, I need this. How do I buy it?
You could just call the company home studio audience, at home studio audience, and they will get you set up with the product, which is the people. Thanks.
Sweet.
Thanks for sponsoring us.
Thank
Home
you.
studio audience.
I gotta go buy one now.
We're
We're
back.
back.
We're back.
All right. Let me shake all the crazies out real fast. Now that my soul's been implanted back into my
Yeah.
body.
Yeah, shake all the crazies out, because I got a humdinger of a video game to talk about.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Christ. Okay.
One of the video games that I could play over and over again until the sun destroys the earth is Mario Party.
Ooh,
I
Yeah.
love
interesting.
Mario Party. I will play. I force my family to play Mario Party every time we're together. They don't have fun, but I do.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Oh my god, they're just like just see Tommy like he's playing like some matching game like yay I win, isn't this fun, family? And your family's just like yeah Tommy.
There was
They're all in
one.
the background, fucking conniving to figure out how to get rid of you.
There
They're
was.
trying
Oh
to
my gosh.
escape.
There was one time we played on my birthday because that's the best time to play Mario Party, and I was confident that they were letting me win the games because I heard them like whispering to each other, and I kept winning, and so I got a little upset. I was like, I'm not gonna play anymore if you guys are just gonna let me win. Where this is about the
They're like, good.
they're about the,
This is
and
like
they're like, what are
Super
you
Sweet
talking about?
16.
No, this was like for my 31st birthday. Um, And they were like, "No, what are you talking about? We're not letting you win." And I'm like, "It feels like you're letting me win. I just please play the game normally."
Oh my
And that
fucking
caused a
god.
thing. I ended up winning the game because I'm very good at Mario Party, and it just felt so hollow because I couldn't tell.
Oh shit.
But
Oh man.
um, what makes Mario Party fun for me is the mix of randomness and strategy, and also you kind of have to be good at video games, but that doesn't automatically make you the winner because there's so much randomness, and it's just never ending fun to me. I love strategizing my board moves and my money count and item usage. I go way overboard on Mario Party, way overboard. If there was a if Mario Party was an esport, I would be the first one in line to try and make it. Like when they announced the newest one was going to have online play, I was like, this is it. This is going to be my career. This is how I'm going to make a living. And then it wasn't anything like I wanted. There wasn't even like a leaderboard or anything. So that
Everything's looking up, Tommy.
I know. So that dream was shattered. But I love Mario Party so much. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I like playing Mario Party. It's great and all, but I have the worst luck because like I'll be on top of the world with like 3 stars, and then I'll land on like a space, and it'll be like, ha ha ha, you're homeless now, and it takes away all my stars, and then it takes away all my coins, and I'm just
Yep.
Literally
people.
Yep.
kicks you out of your house.
Basically, yeah.
Mm.
Holy shit, I sounded like Voldemort there for a second. But yeah, it's yeah, Mario Party's great. I like playing it, but I have the worst luck, and sometimes I don't like playing it. I know, Jared. What about you, Jared?
Ah, I'll take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I am definitely the person that like, I'll play this, but I will hate you for making me play it.
I'll play it, but I won't like it.
I won't have fun,
That's
even if
fine.
I'm winning.
I'll be having fun.
Tommy's just like, yeah, yeah. I'm just kind of fucking, on the floor, like I'm just fucking dead because I lost all of my stars, and Jared's just like, he's just got a perpetual frown.
It reminds me of that Family Guy episode where Peter Griffin's riding on that and never under story thing. He's like,
Oh my god,
yeah. And the thing's like, we're going down, buddy.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh man. Speaking of parties, I had Warioware.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, I I like to say that I like WarioWare more than Mario Party, but it's pretty even. They're both really good in their own ways, but WarioWare, I just love how chaotic it is cuz like uh yeah, each time you play through each micro game, get to the boss, finish the boss, and then it's like, oh, it's getting faster, speed up, and then
Hmm.
it's just
Hmm.
insanely fucking fast, and it'll be like this car driving at a dude, you've got to like jump over the car, then he gets fucking killed, and you're like, oh no, what have I done? Like, oh my god, and then some of the micro games are just nonsensical. Like it'll be pick this man's nose, but you've got like a split fucking second to ram that middle finger up this dude's nose, and you just miss and fucking shatter his nose or something. And
Yeah.
uh and they've got that new one that they've said is like a direct sequel, like, or not, a direct follow-up to Smooth Moves on the Wii, which was really good, so I'm excited for that. WarioWare is fun.
I
It's
love
crazy.
WarioWare.
Yes.
I need to.
Yes.
Is that on the Nintendo Switch Online?
Yeah, on the Game Boy Advance one is, yeah.
Is it really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, what am I doing? I gotta go. Um,
And that's a
I
wrap.
that's a wrap. Also, you can in the first one, if you wanted to practice the micro games for one reason, you could just play it where you just play the same one over and over again, and it gets infinitely faster. And I have a distinct memory of playing the one where you just return a tennis serve over and over again, and it's just getting faster and faster. So it's just me on my little Game Boy just hitting it. It's just going thunk 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 thunk. It's just going so fast, and I was like, I'm gonna set the world record.
There was they had the one for the DS, WarioWare, or the 3DS, sorry, WarioWare Gold, and they have
Oh yeah.
a lot of like time trial modes. I forget what the hell they're called, but I like to try to beat my records at those. Those are pretty cool.
I might get the new one depending on price.
Yeah, hopefully it's not $70 fucking. That'd be ridiculous for WarioWare, dude.
Seriously.
Like 60 tops, maybe. I
Mhm.
hope 50. 50's good. Hey, we get Superpod Saga. We're the official affiliates for WarioWare. Nintendo, pay us money.
That's
Now,
how it works. You just say it and they do it.
actually,
Um,
they'll just sue you for money now.
oh fuck, that's right. Jared Games.
Quick,
Uh,
quick.
Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that's a good one.
That's a good pick. Good pick. Good pick.
Good
Yep,
pick.
yep, yep. All right, next person. All right. Well, anyway, so Borderlands. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the newest one, the Tiny Tina one.
Mm.
I liked it, but I played it once and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, it wasn't
Last
as
time
good.
Aaron and I played it together, that was literally the last time I ever touched the game. But Borderlands. So my favorite one of all of them is the third one, or sorry, not the third one, the second one.
Ooh,
Yep.
yeah.
Can't go wrong with Handsome Jack as a bad guy. Can't go wrong with Handsome Jack as a good guy either. So the pre-sequel story is kind of cool, but I hated the gameplay on that one. Um, but with Borderlands, I love the whole loot shooter where every gun can be randomized, so it can do different things. You can have the same base gun, but it won't be the same if you have two different ones because it'll have different parts, different looks, different damage, different elements. I love the different character models. I love the comedy of the game.
Mhm.
But I especially love just the fact that each character has their own unique play style. So technically, every playthrough with a different character is kind of like a new game in a sense. My favorite one, I know it's kind of not the right opinion here. Everybody seems to hate her, but I love Gage. Gage was my favorite character. She was a necromancer with Death Trap.
Ooh, that was your first character you played too, right?
That,
'Cause
that was my first character. Yep, because
yeah.
the first time I ever played it was actually at your house too. Um, when I first started working at that call center and I called in to play it, that was a good day.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know. I just everything about that game is fun. Just the uniqueness, the art style, the like I said, the comedy, the character gameplay, the gunplay, the unique abilities of each character. It just always changes every play style I played. Like I played the first one like 3 or 4 times, all the way through. The second one like 7 or 8 times, all the way through. Third one like 4 or 5 times, all the way through. Pre-sequel only once because, like I said, I hated the gameplay. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Man, man, you're just like giving me nostalgia for that time period. Like that was just a big ass game with like infinite guns and like you said, lots of humor, lots of replayability. No like I don't want to be the old man yelling at the cloud, but like no battle passes, no skins to buy, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they had. I know it had skins, but I don't remember how you got them.
They were all unlockable,
All in
baby.
game. Nice,
Yep.
nice.
Most of them were. They eventually released some, but base game there was still so many that were
There was a
unlockable.
lot. There was a
Yep.
lot to the base game too. There was
Yeah.
like even if you didn't own like the season pass with like they gave you all the extra DLC and shit, there was lots of side quests. Yeah, a lot of hours you can put into the main quest.
Hmm.
Just good multiplayer fucking fun. It was yeah. The two is for sure the best.
The fact that it took itself as not serious as possible made it like infinitely more fun too.
Yeah.
Like just looking at the skill tree and seeing sexual tyrannosaurus, I was like, I don't even know what that is, but I want it.
Or, I want to be your Huckleberry. Oh, that's a
Yep.
good one too.
a fistful of hurt, and he just punches him. Salvador was insane. I loved the little short guy. Of course, he was supposed to be Mexican too, or whatever, some sort of Spanish, and they made him the shortest.
I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say that we can't wait for the movie to come out.
I hope it's good. I hope it's good, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you definitely you want these movies to be good, but Kevin Hart.
Oh
Who's
no.
playing Claptrap? Is that Jack Black?
Oh, I don't know.
I know Jack Black's supposed to be part of that movie. I can't remember what he was supposed to do. And like anything with Jack Black is almost
he'll be
always
great.
good,
Yeah.
but
Maybe
I
he'll
don't know.
carry it.
Hopefully.
Wait and
he'll
see.
He'll be like the Tommy of that movie. He'll be like, yeah, we're having a great time, guys. Everybody else is just like on their phones, like playing like Candy Crush or something. Like, you got it, Jack.
Oh man. Once again, I'm gonna do a big swerve on a totally different game. Tetris. You guys heard of Tetris?
Oh my god.
I
Yes.
don't know, man. That sounds really far out. Are you making that up?
No, it's a real game. It was on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. That's actually like if I think about it, that might have been the first game that I like got hooked on replaying over and over again because my grandma had it on her Game Boy.
Your grandma.
Yeah, she did.
I mean,
Nice.
it's a puzzle game basically, so I could see that.
Yeah, Tetris. It's the game where the blocks fall and you make lines, and then it gets faster and faster.
Oh.
Gets faster and faster, and you keep going until you run out of space. But it's so good, and there's so many different varieties. Tetris 99 is an amazing video game that somehow makes Tetris into a battle royale.
Mhm.
And it somehow it shouldn't, but it like keeps the feeling of actually like killing people and taking their loot, because as you defeat people you get badges which makes you send more blocks over to other people, and so when you defeat them you get their badges, so you get stronger by it. It's dumb, it shouldn't work, but it does. And Tetris Effect was super cool with all the music and effects and stuff. It kind of got a little overwhelming at times, but still cool. It's just like I'm always down for more Tetris. Just give me Tetris and I will keep playing it.
Just hook it in.
Yeah.
Tap your arm a little bit, like, just hook it in, baby.
Give me the long piece.
Where's that Z at?
Oh man. Speaking of long pieces, I was gonna go with Shin Megami Tensei 4. Yeah.
Whoa, the fourth one.
Let's talk about this again. Oh boy.
SMT.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shin Megami Tensei. It's like if Pokemon was like kicked over and like shot in the stomach a little bit. It's all It's post-apocalyptic Tokyo. Instead of collecting Pokemon or anything like that, you're recruiting demons and shit like that. And um, when you come across demons in combat, you can, instead of like going right to like attacking them, you can talk to them and try to get on their good side. And then after giving them like money and items and shit, they'll join your part. Well, they might join your party, or if you're too low level, they'll like run away but come back, or like um, there's a lot of cool shit you can do with that. Like there's different perks you can unlock that'll make it so like um, if they're like at really low health, they'll stop attacking, and they'll be like, hey man, please don't kill. Like if I stop attacking you, uh, like I'll give you like 1400 maca, or like I'll give you this medicine or something like that. And then they'll be like, okay, and it's all. And then combat's over. And then you can fuse demons to make more demons, which is really sweet. And that's a big part of where the replayability comes in for me, because there's like quite a few demons that maybe you'll, I guess, like forget to recruit, or you won't be able to recruit or something like that on your first playthrough. But then your next playthrough around, you'll be like, dude, I got to complete that compendium, which is like the Shin Megami Tensei Pokedex, and you'll get more demons. Just fucking smash them together to fuse them into like another demon. And I guess what even makes it even more replayable is all the different endings and different choices you can make that'll affect the ending. Because there's a neutral route, there's a chaos route, which is like evil, and there's law, which is good. Or no, I guess law is like the holy, like God ending, and then chaos is like the devil ending. But Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why not Shin Megami Tensei 5?
I haven't beaten that one yet, so I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense. That
I
makes a
mean,
lot of
it's
sense.
five is good. Like I've gotten almost to the end of it, but I just really like four because like the soundtrack is good. I love the story too. Like the whole story around four and like the back lore behind every single part of four is really good. And I just what how the fuck did I put? Well, five has a lot of bits where you're running around the map and you can like it's like a collectathon kind of little bit almost. You can like run around, pick up shit off the ground, and like talk to well, no, he's running around and explore and shit like that. But Shin Megami 4 doesn't really have that. You just kind of go from place to place, and yeah, it's just I don't want collectathon shit in my Shin Megami
No,
Tensei.
no, you don't.
Take it out.
Get out of there. Go
Yes,
back to Donkey Kong 64.
that's right. Yes, with those barrels. God damn those barrels. Jared.
Speaking of barrels,
He's got it down.
yeah. Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, those are good barrels.
Those are the best barrels. I love those barrels. Honestly, like a lot of the Fallout games are always fun to replay. I've replayed like 3 and 4 a couple of times, but New Vegas is just something else. I don't know what it was about that game, but the fact that there's like 6 different endings, 6 different storylines to follow. You can be a complete asshole if you want to everybody. The the gameplay, the DLC by far is probably like one of
Oh,
my favorite game DLCs, especially out of all the Fallout. Like I loved the I can't remember what it was called, but you went through the Divide. That's what it was. The Divide was like my favorite DLC from anything ever.
Hmm.
With the story, with the area, and just the person that you're chasing the entire time, and the whole Fallout New Vegas style, like the skill points that you earn and whatnot. It was just a glorious game.
they also there's like a lot of different ways you could play the game too. Like not just how you talk to people, but you could be like an unarmed like mega punching badass, or you could only use heavy weapons and like blow lots of shit up, and those were fun to experiment with too.
And my first experience, if anybody's ever played the New Vegas, they'll know, is my first experience was I was right away and met with the quarry, and I almost quit playing because I had a death claw chasing me for 20 minutes. There's so many of them. I never played the game before, so I didn't even know what was going on. I just saw this place and then I ran in here, and then all of a sudden, death claws. I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Boy, this game's tough.
Freaked out a little bit. It was definitely a really big shock right away to go from this one weird dude that I'm beating up, and then these big monsters chasing me down, killing me instantly.
Man,
Nice. I
I
love New Vegas.
I've only played Fallout 4 and I loved that, so I'm I'm excited to play Fallout 5 in 2038.
I mean, you could kind of kill some time and play New Vegas. It's the best one in the series, Tommy.
I
You could
suppose
always
I
play
could.
76 too, and hate your life.
Uh,
Man, I have a coworker who still plays that every single day. He logs in every day
Uh,
to play Fallout 76.
he must hate his
why?
life.
I don't know why.
Oh,
But that
oy
is a good
vey.
question, Aaron. Why? Why would you do that to
Why?
yourself?
Uh, my last game on my list, it's Oxenfree. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to talk about it again
Why?
because the
I'm
the
sorry. No.
sequel. Please, why?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. Um, this is heavy spoilers for Oxenfree, but I don't expect anyone to play it, so that's fine. Oxenfree is it's a game where you play as a girl who goes to this island with her friends, and they're gonna go drinking because they're seniors, and
Ooh.
and spooky paranormal stuff starts happening, and kids start dying, and you play through the game and try and figure out the mystery and save who you can and stuff, and then it ends, and then it's like, do you want to do the new game plus? And you're like, okay, sure. And it starts off almost exactly the same. Everything's exactly the same as it was, and then there's like some weird time travel stuff that's happening, and it's things are actually different. This isn't a new game plus. It's kind of like a continuation of the story, and at a few points there's like a shadow person and it has like a username above them, and they'll tell you something to do. And whether you actually do that or not is up to you, but um at the later part of the game you have to make choices, and those choices are like they are similar to what the people tell you, the people with the usernames tell you to do. And if you do everything just right, you get the good ending of the game, which uh, and then after you end your game, anytime you end your game, your run, it puts you in that position of where you saw the people with the username, and you have to pick what you want to tell someone else. So these these shadow people that you're seeing are other people who have played the game, and
Oh,
they're giving you either hints or hindering you in trying to get the true good ending. So then you at the end have the choice too to be like, oh, do I want to help someone by telling them what to do, or give them the wrong information? And you might not know. It might take multiple runs to figure out what the right thing to do is. And you might not get the right information from people. But that was such a cool mechanic that made replaying it multiple times fun to see what other people tell you to do, and also figure out what you want to tell other people. It's super cool. I want the sequel to be good, but it's been delayed for like 4 years, and it's owned by Netflix now, so who knows?
god damn it. Speaking of Netflix, I suppose my last game is Metal Slug, and it can really be like any game in the series because they have pretty cool bits. Metal Slug, Run and Gun series, Neo Geo, all that shit. But there's a lot of different paths that you can take in certain levels to kind of change how you, I guess, yeah, how you go through the level. Like, good example is Metal Slug 3. Like, right at the beginning, you're on this beach, you're fighting like crab monsters, and you can either keep going along the beach, gunning down more crabs, cutting them apart, or you can go underwater in this like submarine and do underwater submarine stuff. But yeah, the games just have different paths you can take to alter basically how you get to the last level, and that shit's really cool. Try to find like all those different hidden pathways and cool different hidden guns and stuff like that. It's not a whole lot more I can say about them, but Metal Slug is good.
Nice, cool.
Yes,
I never played
cool.
any of the Metal Slugs.
Me
You
either.
sh-
Never touched them.
you should. They're fun.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay. Fuck me then.
Jared, take us out. Close the door.
Uh,
Take the wheel.
all right, we're gonna go with Skyrim.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't go wrong with a good old Skyrim because
Scrim.
everybody and their mom's at least heard of it if
Hmm.
not played it.
Yeah, like Skyrim Grandma.
Yeah, Skyrim Grandma. She's got what, a
Yeah,
billion hours into
seriously.
the game. So Skyrim, uh, probably the best Fallout or not Fallout. Okay, best
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. I liked Oblivion. I only played Morrowind for a little bit, but I liked Oblivion. But Skyrim was by far the best one. Um, Even better than ESO, and ESO keeps coming out with shit, and I don't know. Skyrim still beats it by a long shot. But I love the open world aspect, the fact that there's so much shit to do in that game. You kind of build your own path. You can kind of go against the norm. Like I know one of the big decisions is the Dark Brotherhood, and you can immediately end that right away by killing Astrid, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild. You can always just tell them to fuck off. The the internal war, you can choose either side. You can be with the Stormcloaks or the Imperials. You know, you can kind of just build your own path, create your own character, play your own game style, and with the DLCs, it even adds even more in-depth uh, choices in a sense for your character build too. So you can kind of play however you want. There's one guy I saw, he never unlocked the dragons on his character.
Hmm.
What the
So you
fuck?
kind of, yeah, I know it was weird, but you can kind of play however you want. And the game won't say no. The game will allow you to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I love Bethesda games and like how open they usually are. Like yeah, Skyrim, you can literally just do anything. Like you can go anywhere, do anything, and just watch out for trolls though. Watch out for trolls.
They hit real hard.
Giants as well. Watch out
Oh,
for the
giants, my bad. I
giants.
meant to say giants. Trolls
Oh,
suck too, but giants. Whoo, them giants.
those giants were always fun though. Like that, I don't know if it was a bug or not, but when you were such a low level and they smashed down on the ground and instant killed you and sent fucking 20 billion feet in the air,
Yeah,
it was just such a fun thing to
Yeah.
watch.
dude. I remember
Oh.
I remember standing in line to get that game at the midnight release 11/11/11, which was November 11th, 2011 for you younger folks. But yeah, that was it was a cool cold time outside, standing outside in the cold for like 3 hours waiting for that fucking game. And then I got it and I rushed
Also,
home.
Aaron, is 11/11/11, is that international or United States?
Fuck, I don't know. United States, I don't know.
America.
No, good game.
Good game. Good
Game
picks, everyone. Good picks. Good
Great.
games that had replayability. I don't think we missed any. I know Jared had another one, but if he didn't mention it in the top 6, then it must not have been a good one.
It was Horizon Zero Dawn, but
Okay.
Don't tell them. No, it needs to be a secret.
yeah, that'll be all right.
I'll take it out. I'll edit that out.
Yeah, please. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. All right.
You know, let's just edit all of Jared's stuff out.
All right. Perfect.
You're out of the episode. Tell people we pushed you.
So
That's
just have
all
that. What did you think of that, Jared? It's just silence. We don't actually cut it shorter.
Just, hey, Jared, how's it going? Nothing. Just dead silence. All right. Good talk.
Yes, Aaron, that was cool.
Yeah, you do the own voicing for me. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
man. But if you listeners at home, if you want to tell us about a game that's very good at replayability, join our Discord or go to Twitter and write, "Hello, my name is whatever your name is, and a game that I found really replayable is whatever," and hit send.
Do it.
Don't hit delete. Hit
No,
send, please.
No,
Yeah.
hit send.
Yes.
Do it
And-
multiple times too. Make sure you send like 17 of them.
If we don't respond within 30 seconds, send it again. Where
Yes,
can
sir.
people find us on the internet, Aaron? And where can they find the YuGiBoiz podcast?
You can go to superhotsaga.com. All of our episodes, blogs. You can buy a shirt from the website if you want.
Yeah, we have
Um,
merch.
Yeah, shirts, stickers, all that stuff. And then I said like 5 times there. Sorry. You can go to our Patreon page. You'll find YuGiBoiz there. $4 a month. All of our other extra stuff. Support the show. Here we go. Bye.
Hey, wait.
Yeah,
What?
wait.
Who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor?
For what?
The audience, the in-home studio audience.
No, the Liquid IV.
Oh, that's its own separate thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a pre-recorded thing for that. But I mean, you
okay.
can buy Liquid IV though. Just use the
You
link
can.
in the oh my god. Use the link in the description.
Description.
Or check out with coupon code Superpod Saga.
Use that code, baby.
That's right.
Thank you for being here, Jared.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're
Your
welcome,
input,
Jared.
your input was very enjoyable.
It fucking better have been.
Oh man. Thank you for listening, listeners. You're all beautiful in your own way, and we love you.
Are we going to talk about what the topic is for the next episode?
Well, yeah, I didn't forget that.
Oh,
I did.
Aaron, I forgot it. Aaron, what are we talking about next week?
So we've talked about all Xbox and we've talked about all Sega. We should talk about all PlayStation.
All the PlayStations. I like it.
Yes.
There's only like 5
6.
of those.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, look
Seven
forward to
include
that.
the Vita?
I include the Vita. Look forward to that, people. Look forward to us talking about video games. Thank you for listening to this episode where we talked about video games. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay, bye.